Welcome back. Still to come, Mr. Lionel Richie performs his brand new single. He's warming up as we speak. She's chatting.
He's got his scarf on.
Let's not disturb him.
Now then, hundreds and thousands came to find fame, but on Saturday night, just 12 acts were selected to go head-to-head in the live X Factor final. And as usual, there were tears in abundance.
Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe somehow you will when you believe.
Yeah. I'm just having a little chat with Chico there, who said, did you shed a tear on Saturday? No, I didn't. I didn't. Get on with it.
Get on with it. It's only a game.
For heaven's sake. Yes, what happens if we're all in tears? Useless. Anyway, sorry, I'll calm down.
That's all right,
Chico, welcome. We're just gonna clarify a few things here. We know that on the Saturday show, Avenue, the band, were kicked out because they've got the previous management deal. That clearly is a rule, is it, when you first arrive?
It is. Do you know what? I don't know what the big fuss is all about. I think everything should be judged on merit. And last year, I was signed to a management. I was. And when I was on the X Factor.
And they knew it?
Well, no, because when you got to the stages of actually getting into the main 12, they said, well, you've got a contract with management. I went, yeah, but we're quite happy to nullify it, rip it up, and that's exactly what we did.
And the management were happy to do that?
Yeah, and the management were happy to do that.
Why were they managing you if you got through, you could tear it up and say, actually, you're not?
Because they turned around and thought, well, it was either you going ahead to achieve your dream or us saying yes and you not.
We'll pick up the pieces after.
That's right. So they said, look, you go and make it, and then
so
how come everybody else
didn't get chucked out? How come Avenue got chucked out and you didn't?
I really don't know. I think because it was publicised and because it was something to do with, somebody who was in the X Factor last year. The management, and I suppose that was what it was, and because it was publicised, they had to act on it, I suppose. But personally, I think it should be on merit, and they were brilliant, and they should be in it.
Well, then, now in the papers, it's said that Avenue having been booted off, that Eton Road, the band that replaced Avenue in the Final Four, also had a management deal, as did Raymond, the young, dark-haired singer, who's a little bit Robbie-ish.
I love him. I think he's great.
He's good. Who's on Simon's team. Now, we've asked the X Factor, of course, what's going on, and they have said, well, this is what I'm going to tell you. We have spoken to producers this morning of X Factor who have stated that the two groups mentioned in the press do not have management deals. So Raymond and Eton Road are safe.
Okay.
There we are. So that's sorted out.
Great news for them, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it was really hard for Avenue because, they were great. And
they'll be fine. They're going to make it anyway. They'll be fine.
There was a lot of talk of the sex and booze at the boot camp in the papers. So, when you went to the boot camp,
there was none of that in our ones. I can tell you that, because for me, I just saw that as one of my only one chance. Sex and booze, I've done it all my life up to that moment, so it was time to put it on the side.
Was it offered?
And say, you've not read the papers.
Yes, actually, yeah.
For us, it was the older group was completely and utterly focused, and I suppose being young and all of that sort of stuff, maybe not taking it as seriously, or you didn't even think about it. Because I remember last year they suffered terribly the next day, because he said to them, you can have a night off, and they're not doing anything the next day, but he pulled them all up the next morning. They're all looking like that.
Well, also it goes to show that no matter what your talent is, if your attitude is wrong, they're not going to take it. Let's look at the two of the lovely people who got chucked out this weekend. Let's have a look at Jonathan. Now, Jonathan is a lovely guy who looks after his mum, full on. Have a look at this.
This love is taking its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before.
Jonathan, I'm going to be sending you home.
You raised me up so I can stand on mine.
Sorry.
You raised me up.
What went wrong?
I don't know, really.
Because you were gutted, obviously.
Absolutely. I think when you go through that whole emotional roller coaster, like you know as well, Chico, from start to finish, you know, your emotions are up and down, and when you get to the decision of, you know, yes or no, it's a big letdown. Almost not real when you get told that you haven't got through.
And me and Mum, of course, you know, we all bought into this one. You know, we were all with you, and then your mum at the other end of the phone.
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff.
the thing is with my case was that there was a big story behind it with my mum. You know, it was kind of hard to I'm pleased with how it's been shown. It wasn't milked too much, but there was the element that it could have been. But it's been really good. In fact, she actually fancies you, by the way. She's
She is
Janet.
Janet?
Yeah. She did say that this morning when I said I was going to talk to you, she said that Philip Schofield, bit of a dish. So.
Bless her heart. We like her even more now.
She's right, actually.
What's the problem?
With her illness.
With you, yes.
She's had all problems with her intestines. She's got intestinal failure, and she feeds on a TPN line. Don't ask me to explain the explanation of it.
Are
It's
you
kind of hard.
24-hour carer?
Kind of when she needs. I mean, my job is I'll go around there most days and look after her and stuff. But she does have her independent side of her well.
Stay there for a second, because someone else who lost their place on Saturday was Stacey. Here's Stacey.
I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart.
And I have made a decision, Stacey.
Now
It's bad news. You haven't made the final four, sweetheart.
my hands.
Oh, that's a real shame. And you actually thought that that you weren't going to get that far anyway, did you?
Yeah, so the whole thing was a great experience anyway. Obviously I was gutted. We all want to get to the final. But yeah, I think there's a lot more people who really wanted to get where I was, so I'm thankful that I got that far.
Will the pair of you keep at it, keep going?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, this is giving me just a great inspiration and just gives me a taster of like how good things can actually be.
Yeah.
The scary thing is it's the not knowing for us both now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's I think out of anyone that's got that far, you've still got the drive to go
This
on
is
further.
the time to dust yourself
God,
off
yeah.
and then think.
Absolutely.
PMA.
Positive
get back.
mental attitude.
And that's it. And I would go back if I were you. I would go back next year. and
Chico,
say,
we have to
listen,
leave it there because we've got Lionel waiting on the other side of the studio.
Yes, we
we will
have.
see you tomorrow. Well done to you
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Here
Thank you.
is Lionel.
I look at you, you look at me. You can tell me you ain't feeling butterflies. Inside of us, there's some chemistry. I think I know what it feels alright. Girl, I waited so long to know. Now you're telling me you gotta let it go. Don't tell me I have to start all over again. I never thought this day would come. This is something that I wanted in my life. I realized that you're the one. And you're telling me it's time to say goodbye. What's inside of my heart, it ain't gonna change. So it shouldn't be so easy to walk away. It's not pretend, no. Baby, I don't know what love is. Maybe I'm a fool. I just know what I'm feeling. And it's all because of you. Don't tell me I don't know. I want the yeah. Cause they called it, we called it, you called it, yeah. It's so clear for you to see. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Why can't you just let us be happy? I don't wanna fight nobody. No. If you know what's really in your heart, then don't let them tear us apart. No. Oh, baby, I don't know what love is. Maybe I'm a fool. And it's all because of you. Don't tell me I don't know. Yeah, cause they call, we call, you call. Yeah. We have a bond that's unbreakable. And it's not time to let it go. And now that we know it's real, we're gonna let it show to the whole world that you're mine forever and you're my girl. Oh, yeah. You're my everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fool. I just know what don't tell me, I don't know. I want the truth. Well, they call, we call, you call. I call it love, I call it love. I call it love.
Next, say hello to Deacon Blue and